Have you ever felt like you're carrying a weight so heavy even though you can't see it? That's the reality for many people dealing with psychological trauma, a wound that doesn't show on the skin but affects everything inside you. Welcome to Vitality Lab TV, the ultimate destination for those who want to live a healthy life and keep track of their fitness. Today, we're diving deep into psychological trauma, how it impacts the nervous system, and, more importantly, how to navigate it. Life has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect it, right? Losses come at the most unexpected moments, whether young, hitched, or even in the line of duty. The death of someone close? Man, that hits you right in the gut. You become one of those walking wounded, limping along the road of life. Let's be honest, it sucks. Tough guy or not, we all hit rock bottom at some point. Do you know what they say about closure? It's a myth. Those sharp stings of memories don't vanish into thin air. What does happen is healing, even if it's gradual, and the weight of sorrow gets a little lighter day by day. So here's a thought. Hold on to hope. Trust me, the ache will eventually let up. If you can feel it, you can heal it. But you've got to be willing to make that change. Now, letting emotions build up? Bad news. That's like a ticking time bomb for your health. Think high blood pressure, heart attacks, the works. Trust me, the answer isn't at the bottom of a bottle or pill. So, what's the game plan to kick the agony and mental torment to the curb? Easy to read, casual, but gets the point across, right? Remember that we're all on this wild ride called life together, and sometimes we just need a little nudge to remind us that it's okay to ask for help and take steps toward healing. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Sometimes, the stuff that doesn't leave a physical scar can still mess you up. You must remember the tough stuff, and people around you notice too. You're on edge, snapping more than usual, tossing and turning all night. Flashbacks might even be haunting you. Trust me, people can tell you're carrying something heavy, not by what you say, but by how you act. And hey, let's be clear, trauma isn't just about dodging bullets or fists. Some inevitable cases like divorce, bullying, accidents, and being the victim of abuse may bring this trauma. Not only that, but even witnessing violence can carry it too. If you faced trauma as a kid, you're likely more susceptible to it as an adult. Those invisible wounds from back in the day suddenly become way too visible. We're talking about the long-term stuff, like living in war zones. It's also surviving sexual assault, childhood abuse, and natural disasters. Perhaps enduring years of emotional manipulation. This baggage, it can hold you back from truly enjoying your life. So what's next? It's about leveling up our self-awareness, you know? By learning new coping skills and creating a safety game plan that works, you don't have to go alone. Talk to someone. Reach out for help. Because sometimes the first step to healing is admitting that you can't do it all by yourself. Everyone's carrying something, right? But let's play make-believe for a second. You've got a magic wand. Zap. What would you change? Why are you even here? Life's like a jigsaw puzzle with some seriously confusing pieces. The truth isn't straightforward, it's more like a winding road. But here's the deal. Don't let fear or pain camp in your head or heart. Evict those squatters. Change your narrative about what pain means to you. Look, everyone gets hurt. It's like the yin and yang of human existence, the good and bad together. And yeah, the grief tax is accurate. Your brain doesn't forget trauma. It kind of glitches, prioritizing stress over logic. Imagine your pain as a heavy lead hat. Are you wearing it 24/7? Not easy, not healthy. Mental fitness? It's a full-time job. And when it comes to fear, you've got two choices. Face everything and rise, or forget everything and run. There is no need for some samurai-level self-sacrifice. Confront your pain. Own up to your feelings and your past. Your story has power, you know? Sharing it can be your form of healing. Bottom line, we're all starved for the same things. Love, understanding, a kind word, and maybe even just a hug. No high-tech mental armor is going to save us. The best medicine? Talk it out with someone. It's as simple and complicated as that. Hey, can we connect while pausing to catch our breath? If you find value in this conversation, hit the like button below. And if you haven't already, Consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell so you never miss out on talks like this. All right, let's keep going. Now let's talk about how you can deal with psychological trauma. Accept support. All right, here's the real talk. The key to overcoming stress. You've got to want to heal, and you've got to be open to a helping hand, or several. Everyone's healing journey is a bit like a fingerprint, unique. You might be the lone wolf type who heals best in solitude, or maybe you thrive with a support squad, therapy sessions, and the whole shebang. So who's in your corner? It could be your family, buddies, work pals, or a support group. Maybe it's someone who's walking the same rocky path as you. Realizing you don't have to go it alone and being willing to accept the help when it comes your way. Connect with others. You don't have to join a formal support group to start feeling better, and there's no pressure to spill your guts about what's troubling you, especially if you're not feeling it. Being around people and soaking up those good vibes can work wonders. Human beings are social animals. Are you flying solo while you're going through a rough patch? That's a one-way ticket to things like depression. So when you're ready, only when you're ready, hit up your friends. Even if you don't dive into the heavy stuff, being in good company can be healing in itself. Physical movement. So, did you know that breaking a sweat can help ease PTSD symptoms? Seriously, exercise is like your body's own little pharmacy. It's like dishing out feel-good chemicals like serotonin. But hold up, no one's saying you have to turn into a gym rat overnight. Suppose treadmills aren't your thing. No worries. How about a stroll through the park? Maybe hop on your bike, strap on some roller skates, or flow through some yoga poses. You could even throw a one-person dance party in your living room. The point is, any kind of movement is a step in the right direction. Pun intended. Work with your feelings. So, have you ever thought about keeping a journal? It's like a time-tested hack for navigating life's curveballs. Give it a try. You might be surprised at how therapeutic it can be. And even if journaling's not your jam, don't worry. Spending some time with your thoughts can be a game changer. Healing from trauma is like peeling an onion. There are layers. Along the way, you might stumble upon some raw emotions like anger. That's not only normal, but okay. Feelings are like a roller coaster, up and down. Sometimes it hurls you into loops you never saw coming. Practice self-care. Do you know what's a significant stress buster? Self-care, my friend. It's not just about feeling good in the moment. Although that's a huge plus, it's like your own personal worry repellent. As you heal, why not make self-care a daily ritual? And look, treating yourself doesn't have to break the bank. Simple joys can be your go-to self-care moves. It's like sending a love note to yourself without needing a stamp. Engage in creativity, and let's remember the ultimate pick-me-up, having fun, especially if it gets those creative juices flowing. Art can be an instant mood booster, whether you're jamming out on your guitar or vibing to your favorite playlist. You may be more of the sketching or journaling type, or get lost in a good story. The evidence is that getting artsy can give your mental and physical health a high five. So, art therapy? Go for it if you want. Is it just doodling around without any goals? Equally awesome. Diving into something artsy that feels like soul food to you counts. All right, folks, we're wrapping up our journey into the often hidden world of psychological trauma. We've tackled everything from regulating your nervous system with exercise to leaning into creativity as a form of self-care. Remember, healing is not a one-size-fits-all process. It's as unique as you are. And while trauma may be a chapter in your life story, it's not the whole book. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and share it with anyone you think could benefit. Remember to subscribe for more empowering content.